name is Coach Wallace. I'm from Marcus High School. I teach the AVID program, AVID College Prep program at Marcus High School, and I also coach track and I coach girls basketball as well. Okay, so before we get going, let me challenge you to a couple of things. I want you to sit up really nice and tall. Sit up really nice and tall. Your shoulders should come up. All those things. Now we look good, Briarhill. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Perfect, right here. Okay, so that's awesome. All right, so here's what's going to happen is I'm going to talk to you really quickly, 15 to 20 minutes, kind of introduce AVID, show you a video from my students, give you an opportunity to learn about what AVID is. It's a national college prep program, all right? But before I go any further, again, I had you sit up nice and tall because here's the reason why, is I teach a college prep program. My students are eventually at some point going to be applying to colleges, and they're going to need either a recommendation letter from a counselor, from a teacher, from a coach, from a principal, those kind of things. So I challenge them when they go into class every day to even, in the way that they sit, in the way that they make eye contact, in the way that they're engaged and they're enthusiastic about what the teacher's teaching, to like write a strong recommendation letter every day. Because someday they're going to need that recommendation letter. Someday they're going to need that. So I challenge you, even as middle school students right now, I had one of my middle school teachers write my letter of recommendation to college. And here's the reality is you're going to come back to these people and you may need something from them at some point. Make sure that every day you go into their classes, you write a strong recommendation letter. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to start with that. Here's my teaching philosophy, all right? My teaching philosophy, my teaching belief is this, that what we learn with pleasure, we never forget. Let me say that again, right? Mind-blowing that we might actually have fun in school and those kind of things and like remember the things, right? Do you remember a teacher in your life that you had fun in their class and now you remember what they taught you because you had a lot of fun in their class, right? Okay, so what we learn with pleasure, we never forget. So I like to have a lot of fun in my class. So here's what I need from you is I just need you to kind of play along and give me your best energy and enthusiasm for like the next 20 minutes. Cool? Okay. All right? Sweet. That's what I'm talking about. I got a round of applause back here. That's awesome. Okay, so that's awesome. Okay, so first things first is let me train you up on a couple of things. Now, I'm going to ask you, whenever I kind of yell out or clap or any of those kind of things, is for like a brief moment, you're going to like regress into being a kindergartner. Because hopefully you remember like sitting on one of these cool rugs when you were in kindergarten, and you just wanted to like raise your hand and you wanted to shout out the answer, and you wanted to talk to your teacher because you still love school then. You still love school then. We lose our enthusiasm as we get older. We think it's not as cool to be enthusiastic about school. But I think it's cool to be enthusiastic about school. Okay, so you're going to regress into a kindergartner, and then you're going to come right back to me. And I promise you, because of all the eyes that I see right now, nobody's looking at your cool teenage self right now. They're like, who is this big goober idiot woman that's being really loud and talking really fast up in front of us? Nobody's looking at you, so don't worry about it, okay? All right, I promise to be the biggest goober in the room. I promise, okay? All right, so first things first is whenever I yell out, you just echo it back to me. So if I yell it, you yell it back. If I say it in an accent, you say it in an accent. If I whisper it, you whisper it back. Are you ready? Okay, so if I simply yell, because let's see how smart you are, Briarhill. If I yell out, yes ma'am, then you're simply going to yell back? Yes ma'am! Good, are you ready now? Like, we should be so loud everyone around us comes and complains. Like if we get a complaint by the end of the day, that would be awesome. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Yes ma'am! Yes ma'am! One more time, I'm giving you permission to yell at school. Here we go. Yes ma'am! Yes ma'am! We're excited, good. Okay, so we got to transition quickly, and I don't have much time with you. Then, from there, I might say like this. I've got like a lot of these, but I'm just going to give you a couple of them for time's sake today. I might go like this. You got it, right? And y'all going to change that pronoun, because you were just in English class, right? To we got it, but it's got to pop a little bit. So it's going to go like this. I'm going to go, you got it, and y'all are going to go, we got it. You ready? Here we go. You got it! We got it! You got nervous. Yell it. Let's go. You got it! We got it! Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Then, from there, I got another one. Come on now. Come on now. I might go like this. Oh, yeah! Y'all going to yell? Oh, yeah! Let's go. I was at Downing yesterday. You got to show them up. Let's get, I know y'all got a little rivalry with Downing. Okay, all right. So you got to be louder than them. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Awesome. Okay, then from there, y'all like, I ain't ever seen anybody like this before in my life. This is crazy. Okay, good. So I might be saying something while we're talking today, and it might be true. And I might just need you to know that I'm saying something that's true. And so I might, with a little bit of attitude on my face, go like this. True. And you're going to say back? True. You just sound like I do. It's very simple. Here we go. True. True. A little bit of sass right there, okay? And then, was there one more? I don't remember if there was one more. Yes, ma'am. Okay, but now let me teach you to clap. All right, you're like, Miss Wallace, I know how to clap. Here we go. Get your hands ready. Get your hands ready right here like this. Oh, look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? Look good, Miss Labuda?
It looks good, yeah.
Okay, so this one's called the double clap. You ready? It's got a little bit of a rhythm to it. It's going to go like this. I'm going to say double clap. It's going to go clap, clap. You ready? Here we go. And it's not like this, okay? It's got to have a little bit of rhythm to it. Perfect. Here we go. Double clap. Now clap like you mean it, Briarhill. After I say double clap, here we go. You're like excited. Here we go. Double clap. Good. Now, then from there, I'm going to go. I stole this one from Marcus football. I'm going to go. Let's give him 3. And it's going to go like this. Ready? Here we go. Let's give him 3. Good. And then from there, I combine them. Okay. So I'm going to go like this. I'll go. Ready? I'll go double clap. 1. Let's give him 3. Ready? Here we go. Double clap. Let's give them 3. Good. I think they deserve the yeah clap. You want to learn the yeah clap?
Yeah.
It's like higher level clapping.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta know how to say the yeah though. Your bass has to explode a little bit. So echo after me. I'll point when I want you to yell. You ready? Here we go. Yeah! Yeah! There's a bass explosion. Here we go. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, so I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go, let's give them a yeah! And you're gonna go like this. Yeah! Yeah! Ready? Can you redo that one more time? I'll go. Let's give them a yeah, and you're gonna go yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready? This is high level clapping. Let's see what we can do. You ready? Here we go. Let's give them a yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all are awesome. One more time. Here we go. Speed it up a little bit. Yeah, boom, boom, yeah, boom, boom. Here we go. Let's give them a yeah, yeah. Awesome. Okay. Now we're ready. Now, listen to me, Briarhill. Oh, I don't have much time. Okay, so I don't like to put people on the spot because I know reading is difficult, but I do need a couple of volunteers because we're going to read through this. My man right here. Would you read this? Here we go. What is AVID? Get it, brother.
AVID is a National College Prep Program, which stands for Advancement via Individual Determination.
My man, keep going. AVID's mission is?
AVID's mission is to close the achievement gap by preparing all students for college readiness and succeed in a global society.
My man, get your hands ready. Get your hands ready. Let's give him a double clap. And you got nervous, and then you go. Okay, now, back. Here we go. Double clap. Let's give him 3. Good. That sounds awesome. Okay, so this is what it is. It's a National College Prep Program. Stay left with me. It's a National College Prep Program that schools then bring into their campuses to help their students be successful. All right? Advancement by individual determination. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay? Who are AVID students? Who are we targeting? I need another volunteer. Get it, girl, right up here. AVID elective targets.
AVID elective targets students in the academic middle, B, C, and even D students who have the desire to go to college and willingness to work hard.
Good. Pause right there. Okay? So I just lost some of you. I know I did. Because you heard this and you're like, B, C, and even D students. Miss Wallace, Coach Wallace, I'm killing it in my classes, right? I've been getting A's and B's and all those things. AVID's not for me. No, don't check out on me yet. Okay, here's why. It's because I would have been a great AVID student. Here's why. It's because I was an A and a B student, but I was sitting my tail in on-level courses and 1 pre-AP English class. Because my parents both went to college, and that's a blessing in my life that my parents went to college. They were both first-generation college students, and it's a blessing that they went to college. Somebody say it to me with a little bit of sass. Here we go. True. My parents modeled for me how to go to college, and that's awesome. That's such a blessing in my life. But the reality is this, is I didn't push myself when it came to science or math or Spanish or any of those kind of things. I stayed comfortable. And maybe that's you. Maybe you only push yourself where you know that you're going to be successful, but where it's uncomfortable for you, you're like, I'm good, right? Okay, maybe AVID's for you, or maybe you're struggling in some of your classes. Stay with me. Maybe you're struggling in some of your classes, okay? And here's the things that I'm looking for, is someone that has the desire to go to college. Mind-blowing, right? With a college prep program that you're probably going to need to have the desire to go to college. Somebody say it. True. You're going to have the desire to go to college. It's a college prep program, okay? We want you to go to college. And the willingness to work hard. We're preparing you, even as a freshman in high school, on how to go to college. It's going to require work, right? It's not just going to come easy to you every day, right? Mind-blowing on that. Sit up nice and tall. Some of y'all are starting to slouch. Write a strong recommendation letter with your body language, okay? But would you continue reading for me right here? These students aren't capable.
These students are capable of completing
Rigorous.
rigorous,
Man, that's a tough word. Rigorous just means challenging. Get it?
rigorous
Curriculum.
but may be falling short on their potential. Oftentimes, they may be first in their families to attend college, but most of the time,
Girl.
they are individually determined to meet their goals.
That's what I'm talking about. Get your hands ready. Get your hands ready. Let's give her a double clap. Let's give her 3. Good. I'm looking for students that have ID. I talk with my students about it all the time. Advancement via individual determination. ID. Those 2 letters are the most important part. Because the reality is this. I'm not talking about this thing that I'm I'm wearing them around my neck. I'm talking about who has individual determination. Because I can work with students that want to achieve their goals. I can't work with students like if your parents want it more than you. I'm not looking for students who are parents' determination. Your parents' determination is not going to get you all the way there, y'all. They can't come in and take their tests for you at school. They can't take your SAT for you. Some of you would really love that if your parents could do that for you. Talk to me. I'm preaching right now. Let's go. True. Okay, but I'm looking for students who have individual determination, that are willing to get it done, to say, this is my dream, this is my goal, I want to have this kind of job with my life, I want to impact these kind of people with my life, and they're driven to get it done. Individual determination. I can work with that. I can work with that. No matter where you are, I can work with students who have individual determination. Here, say it back to me. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got it. You got it. Y'all are awesome. Get your hands ready. Get your hands ready. Let's give ourselves a double clap. Let's give ourselves 3. To individually determine and meet their goals. I need one more volunteer. If I've piqued your interest, okay, if it's like tiny font, my man back in the back, I appreciate you. You got it all the way back there. Okay, if I've piqued your interest, okay, here's what AVID 1 looks like at MHS9. My man, get it. Can you get it all the way back there? This one right here, all year elective course.
All year elective course, partnering with Pre-AP English 2.
Good.
Organization study, note-taking, and leadership skills opportunities.
Excellent.
Service projects, college field trips.
Good.
AVID Club, weekly in-class tutorials with college students and volunteers.
Excellent. Get your hands ready. Get your hands ready. Let's give him a double clap. Let's give him 3. So let me unpack this a little bit. Okay? AVID is an elective course. You elect to be in it. You choose to be in it. It's not a content course. It's not science. It's not math. It's not history. Those things that you are forced to take. Somebody say it. I'm teaching right now. Let's go. True. True. You gotta take those courses, but AVID is an elective course. You elect to be in it. Okay? But we have to partner with a pre-AP or English. Pre-AP or an AP course. AVID, as a national program, is going to push you into upper level courses. You must take at least one pre-AP or AP course. Talk to me. Talk to me. You got it. You got it. We got it. We got it. You got it. We got it. Good. You got it. Okay, so you got to take at least one pre-AP course, but because of our scheduling limitations with the accelerated block, we partner with Pre-AP English 1. Okay, Pre-AP English at the freshman level, and we go every other day. Again, I probably just lost some of you. Okay, and some of you in this room I may not have lost, and some of you were like, I don't like to write, and I don't like to read, and I don't do all. Okay, well here's the reality. No matter what kind of job you get in your life, you're going to need to know how to read, you're going to need to know how to write. Whether that's just emails, whether that's reading a book to assemble something, you're going to need to have those skills. Okay, so my challenge is to you, English is so important. Make sure you come do something like this, okay? We're going to teach you in my class. We're going to teach you in my class how to be organized, right? With your backpack, with your iPad, with a planner, okay? Those kind of things. We're going to teach you how to study, how to take notes, okay? We're going to give you leadership opportunities on our campus, all right? We're going to do service projects together. We're going to go on college field trips. What? Okay, we're going to go on college field trips, and you're not going to have to pay for it. We pay for it. Someone say, I say it to my students all the time, sometimes I need to say, that's awesome, but it's a lot more fun if you say it like this. That's awesome, D-A-T-S. You ready? Echo after me. That's awesome! One more time, here we go. That's awesome! It is awesome. Someone's going to take you on a college field trip. You're going to get to miss the entire day of school. We're going to go on one in the fall and one in the spring. Again, someone say it. That's awesome! That's awesome! It's awesome. Okay, and from here, stay with me, I'm almost done. AVID Club. We have a club at Marcus High School that any student at Marcus High School can come and join, right? But that our AVID students really lead. Okay, you're going to get an opportunity to lead a club. That's awesome. Okay, and like even this month, I know that they're going to put like on a human foosball game, right, at the end of February. That's so fun, right? They're going to teach AVID strategies, but then they're also going to do fun stuff. Okay, talk to me, talk to me. You got it. You got it. Good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm going to do. It's very, very simple. Okay, then this is the thing that makes AVID AVID. Give me your eyes right here. Is once a week we do what's called AVID tutorials in class, not before school, not after school. In class, you come in prepared with what's called a tutorial request form. A tutorial request form with a point of confusion in one of your classes. Any class. Algebra, biology, Spanish, any of your classes that you have a point of confusion on. Talk to me, talk to me. You got it. You got it. Oh yeah. Good. Okay, so you're going to come in with a point of confusion, and we pay tutors. Louisville ISD pays extra tutors besides this crazy head teacher, right, who comes into the classroom, who I just make just ridiculous amounts of money, right? I mean, I'm a teacher, so I make just ridiculous amounts of money. Somebody say it. True? True. Okay, come on, people, let's go. Just ridiculous amounts of money, right? Say it to me. True? True. I've got buckets of pennies sitting around my apartment. I don't even know what to do with it. Y'all are like, that's kind of weird. I don't know. Is that? It's not. I'm lying to you. Okay. All right. So they bring in these tutors that they pay extra, besides me, to come and work with you in small group settings, 5-to-1, 7-to-1 ratios, to help you work through your points of confusion so that you can be successful in your classes. Louisville ISD does that because they so believe in AVID and they so believe in you. Say it to me. That's awesome. Yes. Oh, it is seriously awesome. Okay. So at this point, if you're interested, we need to know that you're in. We need to know that you're in, because here's the reality. Even though it's going to be a ton of fun, and I'm going to be like this on a regular basis, right? Okay? And I'm going to if you're like, whoa, you are too turnt for me all the time, Miss Wallace. I don't even know about that. I don't know. At first period, 8:15, yelling at me. I don't know. Okay, then maybe you might not be think about not doing AVID. Okay? But from there, okay, we're going to become family. We're going to get to do a lot of cool things. But again, we are preparing you for college. You're going to be taking upper-level courses. You're going to be taking Cornell notes and coming in for tutorials and all these things. It will be work, but it will be worth it. It will be work, but any kind of work in your life is definitely worth it. Okay? All right? Okay, so from here, here's how I need to know that you're in, is I need you to apply. I need you to apply. It's very simple. It's a Google form. All right? You're going to provide some information about yourself, your family. You're going to answer some questions. Talk to me. You got it? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Oh. No, awesome. Okay, so you're going to apply online. For this year, it's going to be due February 19th, 2016. It's next Friday. Say it to me. It's going to be due next Friday. I'm going to be firm on that date. You got to get it submitted by then. Say it to me. It's going to be due next Friday. Next Friday. So if you're interested, you got to apply. Now, lock in with me. You can either go to my website, emilywallace.net. Okay? Or you can scan this QR code right here. Okay? It has been emailed out to your parents. Your parents should have this at home. Nod your head at me that you understand that. Your teachers have it printed out in their rooms. You can scan it. Okay? You can go directly to the application. Then from there, after you submit your application, we are coming back to Briarhill this year on February 29th. Okay? February 29th. It's a Monday, I believe. Okay? You will be dressed for success. What do you mean, Coach Wallace? Okay, you're going to look like you're going for a job interview. I will not be in my sweats that day. Okay, I will fix my hair, all that kind of hot mess. Okay, all those different kind of things. We're going to be look like professionals. You're going to play the part. You're going to learn how to interview. And someone say it again. As a teenager, learning that stuff is invaluable. Say it to me. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so you're going to come and we're going to interview you. We'll pull you out of class for about 15 minutes or so. And getting pulled out of class is awesome. So someone say it to me. That's awesome. I'll have 2 other people from my AVID site team with me. We'll ask you some questions. It will be very simple, all right? And then we'll let you know if we've been accepted into AVID or not. Cool. Any questions at this point? Any questions at this point? I'm going to show you in video in just a second, right? On this flyer right here, this is my classroom in action right here if you want to see it. These are some other videos that my students have created. We got to run an in-service where my students taught the Marcus High School staff and teachers about AVID this year. They made some great videos. Man, please go check those out. They're each 3 minutes long. If your parents have questions about what AVID is, or you have questions, I think it's awesome to hear it from a teenager and not just this crazy head teacher that's yelling at you like a crazy person. All right, somebody say it. True. True. Come on now, people, let's go. True. True. All right, do you have any questions at this moment before I show you the video? Yeah, get it. It does. I mean, I have students who are in band, I have students who are in football, I have students who are in basketball, I have all those different kind of things. Is it going to be a challenge with the workload and those kind of things? Absolutely. But adjusting to high school anyway is a challenge. Okay? But do I think you can get it done? Absolutely. Great question. Get your hands ready. Get your hands ready. Let's give her a double clap. Let's give her 3. Good. Any other questions at this time? Cool. All right, I'm going to show you this video really quickly so that you can